Hello, friends. If you've been navigating the long and often stressful journey of immigration, this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing some exciting news that brings hope and relief to so many families across the United States. For years, USCIS approvals and wait times have felt like an endless road, leaving countless dreams on hold. But starting November 2025, there's finally a light at the end of the tunnel. We're talking about faster USCIS approvals and significantly shorter wait times. A change that could mean quicker reunions with loved ones, smoother transitions for new citizens, and more certainty in planning your life here in the U.S. I know how exhausting the process can feel. Every delay, every notice, every moment of waiting takes a toll. That's why it's so important to stay informed about the latest updates that can make this journey a little easier and a lot more hopeful. So, if you've been waiting for good news, you've come to the right place. Stay with me as we break down exactly what's changing and what it means for you. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps support this community and keeps you updated on all the latest immigration news. Now, let's dive deeper into what this really means for you and your loved ones, because I know that hearing about faster USCIS approvals is exciting, but it can also bring a lot of questions to mind. How fast are we really talking? Does this change affect everyone or just certain types of applications? What about the cases that have been stuck for months or even years? These are the questions that I hear so often from people just like you, and I want to take the time to walk through all of it carefully so you feel informed, understood, and, most importantly, hopeful. First, it's important to recognize why this change is so meaningful. For anyone who's ever submitted a green card application, a visa request, or any immigration paperwork, you know the waiting can feel endless. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and sometimes even stretches into years. Every phone call to USCIS, every email, every online check can carry this mix of hope and anxiety, because these decisions aren't just bureaucratic. They shape your life, your family, and your future. And that's why updates like this are more than just administrative tweaks. They are real, tangible shifts that can ease a lot of the emotional weight that comes with the process. Starting November 2025, USCIS has announced measures that are designed specifically to reduce bottlenecks and streamline decision-making. This isn't just a small adjustment. It's a system-wide effort to ensure that people aren't left waiting unnecessarily. For those of you who have been anxious, refreshing your case status over and over again, or worrying that your dreams might be delayed indefinitely, this is a real step toward relief. Imagine finally seeing your application move forward after months of uncertainty. Imagine the sense of calm knowing that the system is beginning to catch up, that your time and patience are finally being recognized. That's the kind of impact we're talking about here. I also want to emphasize that these improvements aren't random. They're the result of years of feedback, adjustments, and dedication from people within USCIS who genuinely understand the importance of timely decisions. Over the past several years, the agency has faced an incredible backlog, with millions of applications waiting for review. That backlog didn't just cause delays. It caused stress, anxiety, and sometimes even financial strain for families trying to plan their lives. By prioritizing efficiency and better resource allocation, USCIS is taking meaningful steps to address these challenges head-on. And while no system is perfect, these changes are a clear sign that your patience and persistence are paying off. Now, I know that hearing about systemic improvements can still feel a little abstract. You might be thinking, that's great, but what does it really mean for me? Let's put it in perspective. If you're waiting on a green card, a work visa, or even a family-based application, this could shave months off your processing time. Months may not sound like a lot when you're waiting years, but in real life, months can make all the difference. It could mean celebrating your next holiday together in the United States with less uncertainty. It could mean starting a new job sooner. It could mean finally feeling that deep, long-awaited relief when you see your approval notice arrive. Every day that USCIS saves on processing is a day closer to stability, happiness, and moving forward with your life. One of the most heartening aspects of this update is how it shows recognition for the human side of immigration. These aren't just forms and paperwork. They represent real people, real families, and real dreams. Every case that moves faster isn't just a statistic. It's a person being allowed to live, work, and thrive in the U.S. in a way they've been waiting for. And for families who have been separated, this means hope that reunification may happen sooner. It means the possibility of shared meals, birthdays, and milestones finally being celebrated together without the shadow of uncertainty hanging over them. And here's something that's easy to overlook. Even for those who haven't applied yet or are just beginning the process, these improvements matter. Faster processing times encourage a smoother experience overall, reducing the stress and confusion that often comes with immigration paperwork. It sets a positive tone from the moment you start your application, knowing that the system is moving with purpose and efficiency rather than leaving you waiting in limbo. And that's exactly the kind of reassurance that anyone navigating this journey needs. Of course, it's natural to wonder if there are caveats. Are there certain applications that will still take longer? Will these changes impact every state or processing center equally? The answer is that while improvements are system-wide, individual experiences may vary slightly. Some cases may still face delays due to specific circumstances, additional background checks, or unique factors. But the overall trend is clear. USCIS is committed to reducing wait times across the board, which is an encouraging and meaningful shift for the majority of applicants. And even if your case isn't instantly processed, knowing that the system is now actively working to move things faster can bring peace of mind. I also want to acknowledge something that's just as important as faster processing: the emotional toll of waiting. Anyone who has experienced this knows that it's not just about paperwork, it's about dreams, aspirations, and the desire for stability. It's about wanting to be close to loved ones and contribute to your community without constant uncertainty. By improving speed and efficiency, USCIS isn't just changing timelines, they're helping to relieve the emotional burden that comes with waiting. That relief, that sense of calm, is something you can feel immediately, even as your application progresses. Another exciting part of this update is that it encourages people to plan with confidence. If you've been hesitant to make important life decisions because of immigration uncertainty, knowing that approvals are moving faster allows you to start planning your future more decisively. You can consider career opportunities, housing, schooling, or family events with a newfound sense of assurance. Even small decisions, like when to book a trip to see loved ones, become easier when the process feels predictable and responsive. And this is exactly why I wanted to make this video. I know how heavy the waiting game can feel, and I wanted to bring clarity, reassurance, and hope directly to you. It's one thing to read a news update online, but it's another to hear someone speak to your concerns directly, to validate your feelings, and to walk with you through what these changes really mean. That's why I like to take the time to unpack these updates in a way that feels human and personal, not rushed or impersonal. Before we move further, I want to gently remind you that staying informed is just as important as celebrating these improvements. Keep an eye on official USCIS updates, make sure your contact information is current, and consider checking the status of your application periodically. It's simple actions like these that help you feel empowered during the process, and they can prevent unnecessary delays. Knowledge is power, and being proactive ensures that when opportunities arise, you're ready to take full advantage. And here's the thing, I want this video to be more than just information. I want it to feel like a conversation. If at any point you feel encouraged, informed, or even just a little more hopeful, I'd love for you to click that like button. It's a small action, but it helps this message reach more people who need reassurance right now, people who might be feeling just as anxious or uncertain as you did before watching. Liking the video isn't just support for me, it's support for the entire community of individuals navigating this journey. Now, let's talk about the personal impact. Think about the families who have been waiting for years to reunite. Every faster approval represents hugs that will finally happen, smiles shared, and milestones celebrated together. For individuals, it means less time in uncertainty, more time living fully in the present, and a renewed sense of optimism about the future. These aren't abstract benefits. They're deeply personal, life-changing improvements that touch real people every single day. And it doesn't stop there. Faster approvals and shorter wait times can ripple out in ways we sometimes underestimate. Communities thrive when families are reunited, when people can contribute to their neighborhoods, workplaces, and social circles with stability and security. It's not just about the individual applicant, it's about creating a more connected, engaged, and hopeful society overall. When one family's wait is shortened, it can inspire hope in countless others. Finally, as we think about these changes, I want to leave you with a sense of empowerment. Yes, USCIS is moving faster. Yes, wait times are shorter. And yes, there's hope on the horizon. But your engagement matters too. Stay informed, ask questions, and support one another. Share your experience in the comments if you feel comfortable. It's amazing how much reassurance we can give each other just by knowing we're not alone. And remember, if this video has brought you clarity, hope, or even just a little comfort, clicking like helps us reach others who need this encouragement too. You have the power to spread hope with a single click, and that's a wonderful thing. So take a deep breath and let yourself feel that hope. Know that progress is happening, that your patience is being recognized, and that life is moving forward in ways that matter. USCIS is making changes that affect real people, real families, and real dreams. And now you get to experience some of that relief firsthand. Thank you for being here, for watching, and for allowing yourself to feel excited about what's next. Remember, faster approvals aren't just about efficiency. They're about giving you back your time, your peace of mind, and your chance to embrace the life you've been waiting for.